What's up, guys? Brett here. Back today playing some more Darkest Dungeon. And finally we are going into the Crimson Courtyard. Anything we need to do beforehand? I've already kind of picked a party. I've assigned them different trinkets. We're finally going to get a chance to make use of the Mercurial Salve, plus 25% damage versus Bloodsuckers, which pretty much everything in there is. And it's a decent team. We're not trying to beat the boss with this team, but we are trying to go far. So we've got good stress relief, good healing, self-healing and stress relief, and then a real serious damage dealer in the front line. As far as upgrades go, I think only Brett needs an upgrade, so Damnation's Gift. It's a pretty sizable strength increase there. And we do still need to collect more deeds and get that last blacksmith upgrade for the armor smith. Yeah, we're really not that close. We probably have to give up all of our portraits. Probably all of our shards. We could do it, but it's not necessary. Our sanitarium is full. I think we're just good to go. Just need a provision now. And head in. So the name of this map is Morbid Entertainment. The Baron invites you to join his twisted games. We've got 10 invitations. Our goal is to kill the Baron. But as it says here, this is an epic-sized dungeon. It is not impossible, I guess, to do it all in one run, but it's basically impossible. You don't want to do it all in one run. You're just going to end up having to toss loot away. Yeah, let's provision. So we'll consume one invitation. No big deal. So torchlight, as we know, there's no torchlight here, which is why certain items like the Ancestor's Candle is amazing. You're basically just always getting these buffs. However, you can use torchlight in certain fights just to give you a static damage increase. Or not, that's incorrect. To give you accuracy is what it does. Accuracy. Okay. There are certain things we want to make sure we bring. We need a stack of blood for Brett. We'll probably, we will get a ton more, I'm sure. Some extra bandages are without a doubt worthwhile. Holy water has a lot of interactions. Not too many anti-venom interactions. They do have some enemies that cause blight, but not that many. We need a ton of shovels. I almost want to bring one extra. We don't know how long we're going to be able to go, but you can see how much food it lets us bring. So we're just going to go as far as we can. 24 food should probably get us a good ways. And the idea basically is to get as far as we can to unlock as many doors as we can, because much of the level itself is hidden behind gates where you have to acquire keys to unlock. But there will be a certain point where our packs are just going to be completely full with good stuff. And we're just going to leave at that point. Either that or we're going to lose.
They would arrive in teeming hordes, adorned in powdered wigs and pretension, seeking to slake their thirst on wine and indecency. As intoxication invariably took hold, innocuous frivolities would escalate to ever more disturbing diversions. Orchestrating the hideous affair was a hunchbacked fiend who seemed to delight in proportion to the suffering he caused. I could have stopped him, I suppose, but I was a slave to my own appetites, and restraint would have rendered me a hypocrite.
All right. Let's get in there.
What games does this diminutive fool play at now?
Okay. Thank you, Wayne June. So this quest is epic. You are not expected to finish epic quests in one attempt. You may regroup or abandon the quest at any time, and your progress is saved. When you obtain another invitation, you may continue the quest from where you left off. It's important not to push yourself too much. Right off the bat, we're wasting. You can see all the debuffs we have associated with that. We'll give him some blood, and that'll buff him up. There are items in our inventory right now, or at least there's one item that would have given him huge stat bonuses for staying at wasting, but we don't have the rat item that you need in order to make sure that he doesn't die while wasting. Those two kind of go hand in hand. but it gives him something like 40% HP increase. Alright, we've interacted with this before. We use a bandage. Get ourselves some crests. And our first battle right off the bat. Will not be surprised at all if everyone basically ends up getting infected from this. Perfect. Well done. Here, if we land this stun, he's only got a 60% resistance. It's kind of unfortunate we're missing those. Let's go for the harvest here. Anyone who can cause bleeding is amazing in the courtyard. That's 9 damage. And let's just go for the standard. Slice off.
A death by
Stack a ton of bleed and that'll kill him. Easy fights.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them.
We've already replaced that one blood that we used. Alright, happy that we dodged that trap. And one hallway done out of like 60. Alright, let's start harvesting. Perfect.
And power.
We have the bright tambourine to really maximize our stress relief. Stunning this guy right off the bat is great. So, like I said, these are all considered bloodsuckers. So our bounty hunter should hit them just ridiculously hard. Plus 15% damage, plus 25% damage. Sadly, none of these guys are considered human.
Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
Get rid of the mosquito just because it has a pretty good chance of going before anyone else. And we managed to land that second stun. The best strategy for fighting the Chevalier is to not let it attack. And we should have used this attack here. Finish him. It does bonus damage versus stunned. But that's okay.
These nightmarish creatures can be felled. They can be beaten.
Packs are already somewhat full, and already we get a divergent path. So, because these places are the same every single time, I kind of remember which way to go. Pretty sure up and down are both like super dead ends. We want to go straight ahead. There are secret treasure rooms in this place, and I'm going to try and do my best to explore most everything. So these guys are considered beasts, and they are resistant to blight.
Exposed to a killing blow.
It's 10 damage. We could always give him a little bit of extra blood for a buff. Resisted the bleed on that one. Okay.
Soothed. Sedated. As the fiend falls,
down they go. So corpse eaters. They have a little bit of a different color scheme from normal. Alright, he's dead, no problem. And we'll make sure that our bounty hunter stays topped off.
Press this advantage. Give them no quarter. Seize this momentum. Push on to the task's end.
So we're going to let him drink. Give him some buffs. This is worth, I think, 750. So we'll just pick up the gold and drop the item. We could be using... yes, so shifting miss. I was going to say we could be using our anti-venom because we might end up throwing it away anyway. But hopefully we get some good interaction soon. But shifting miss is very similar to like needing to use your shovels. So menacing mist rise eerily from the marsh, eager to confuse hapless travelers.
Without tools of iron, you must
I clicked on the wrong button. That was terrible.
Indefatigable purpose.
But we learned something today. I actually didn't know that would happen because I always have a torch to use. So it teleported us to this incorrect location. No, Brett, what are you doing? That is bad. He's got dark temptation. Oh no. Alright, well, if you guys came here to watch perfect plays, I apologize. Yeah, we had what we needed. We just needed to use the torch. Stun him so he can't go first. They're both pretty fast. Yeah, but well, I guess I learned something though. If you don't use a torch on the mist, it just teleports you to some random spot.
Soothed. Sedated.
And this is one of the few places in the game where the Jester really functions as a DPS character. And we're going to start using him for his stress relieving. Our odds of stunning here are very, very low. They have 170% resistance. Let's get the kill. Preventing the attack there could be about the same as healing. May also prevent someone else from being infected. Just keep on lowering that stress. Nice, excellent crit. Crits are going to help us with that as well. And his buff is he does more damage versus mark. Not a big deal. This is not really a marked party. He has the ability to mark something if he would like. There we go. Dead. So we took an extra fight.
A trifling victory, but a victory nonetheless.
Not really mad at it. And I guess we will toss the anti-venom. Sure. We'll toss that for the sapphires. Okay. The thronging hive, I'm pretty sure you need to burn this. I think it gives some sort of stress relief. The hive is twisted and unnatural, the work of cursed vermin. Oh no, it actually gave us
waiting
stuff.
To be spent.
Oh, Jesus. Okay, let's toss one shovel for 12 more crests. And over cheap gems and stuff, I'm going to take busts and things all day long. Let's get rid of the bandages. Seems a little silly. A stun here would be awesome. Yes. See if we can stun here as well. These are two pretty big boys. And now we can try and finish him. That did a surprisingly little amount of damage. He's super resistant to blight. I don't think we're going to be able to get him with that. So let's just try and guarantee we can kill this ghoul. And he resisted bleeding twice. We'll heal up Mad Hatter. He doesn't have a very large HP pool, so letting him get to about 50% is a lot more dangerous than otherwise might be.
Fear consumes the mind.
Only 7 damage, but it still got the kill. And Laudanum, you know, was something we could have brought. The horror itself is not hard for us to deal with. It's the effects afterwards that are sort of annoying.
A singular strike.
Look how much bleed that is from one attack. That's 25 damage. Top off the Jester. Yeah, and sadly our Mercurial Salve doesn't give us much of a bonus versus anything else. Perfect. Just do as much damage as we can. He's going to die to his own bleed. Excellent. But if we get the kill, maybe we get a little stress relief on him.
Does not dissuade the
And we do.
blade.
And we get a journal page here. Vengeful Greaves. Onyx. The Blackest of Fates. Yeah, we've read that one already. I think we might pick up the Onyx over the medicinal herbs. Man, we're tossing so much stuff we can use on other items. But we have items right in front of us, so we'll take those. You can see in the background there's wine and bubbling blood. Man, that mist will really set you back. And there is a secret door here, and this is the gate that we cannot open. You see here by its little locked denotation. Happy to get a scout there to discover the secret room. Please, good heroes, release me from these chafing shackles. And we picked her up. I don't know how that's going to work because our company is very full. But you can free different heroes in here. And yeah, so we got a musketeer. I don't know what level she is or anything like that. It'd be cool if she was a champion with some like really good traits, but I don't think that's how it works. Let's go forward and look at the door. We can use one of our shovels to get some loot.
Some reward for a task well performed.
And we're going to toss those for crest, perhaps. What else should we toss? Man, I have all this stuff. I'm holding on to torches kind of on purpose. Maybe we don't need a full stack of food here. Yeah, this is a little greedy, but we're going to do that. That's our main source of healing outside of battle. Alright, this is going to give us stress relief. This is the throbbing cocoon. That should put her back down to 0. What lies beyond this shackled portal? Alright, so we need a red key. The lock is red. If I remember right, it's down here. Like really far down there. Hate walking backwards. But there, if I remember right also, there's a giant area up top that can give you a secret item. One of the special items that you only get from the Crimson Courtyard. So we're going to try and find that. Here's the trap here. It's very kind of like sneakily hidden. if you're not paying attention, it's very easy just to like step on. Even if you see it on the mini-map, it's still easy to like step on it. So he went to wasting, and now we gave him his I am the fury, I will drink for my enemies. And now he has bloodlust, so great buffs for him. Increased damage and speed. I hate using all my shovels like this.
Wealth beyond measure.
We probably won't pick up any more, but that was just way too much
alike.
to leave behind. It ended up being exactly what we needed to finish out, you know, a set of crests, a set of deeds, and a set of busts. I am the blood god, and he heals his own stress. That's crazy. I gave him the HP crystal to make sure that he was more durable in this place, but I could definitely see giving him... Wow, I meant to use the stun there. I meant to use dazzling light. But I could see giving him his, like the bleed stone that makes, you know, it gives him an extra 30% chance to cause bleed. Because he seems to be missing quite a bit for how vulnerable they are to bleed. Excellent dodge. That's a very damaging ability.
A devastating blow.
And the stun. Very good. This thing is dead. So we can focus our efforts here. They have really high protection, but I still feel like I should be doing more damage with him.
Slowly.
Maybe it's just because he's level 3.
This is how a life is taken.
And we should get some pretty decent self-heal there. Yeah, 7. Nice. Back down to 0.
Be wary. Triumphant pride precipitates a dizzying fall.
Okay, well... We've reached another impasse where we could pick up another 1,000 gold, perhaps tossing the holy water. There's nothing in here that we need holy water for. It's just going to allow us to interact with more and different curios. But if we're already full on great loot, we're not going to be wanting to interact with those curios anyway. This is why it's important to have a ton of invitations, because once we get full, we can just leave. No one's been, you know, infected yet. We'll just keep making use of all of our invitations to come back and kind of farm this place for amazing loot. Alright, like I said, if I remember correctly, we basically just want to keep going up. It's like up and to the left. I don't know if this is the right way or if we're supposed to go straight. It's kind of cheating, I guess, that I already sort of remember these. But I haven't done them that many times. I barely remember the boss of this place. I don't remember his gimmick. But I'll have better information on that when we get to him. The Baron. I think he's the one who's really gross, like he's got like food everywhere and stuff. He's a super gross dude. Okay. Yeah, like I said, I think it's up and to the left. Happy we got a scout there. Another one of these we can burn. Sure. It'll be nice to leave this place, you know, with no stress on us, no additional curses, no diseases. It'll just be a pure, like, victory run.
Impressive.
Very good. Probably no way we stun this thing, so let's just attack it and try and help our bounty hunter get the kill. So close. This thing actually has 40% protection. Interesting to note. Because it doesn't look like it. It's not armored, you know. Some enemies look like they're supposed to have protection. This thing does not. Don't mind fighting these guys. At the very least, we know they're not going to infect us. Blight also works good on him, but if we can stun him, even better. Go for finish him.
The bigger the beast, the greater the glory.
Okay, so we could pick up crests. We've got rubies as well. Jesus. I don't think there are hunger checks in these dungeons. I was basically bringing this for healing purposes. I don't remember what happens if you give someone with bloodlust more blood. You want to check? I think it debuffs them. It makes them, like, sick. Gave him a ton of stress. Okay. I mean, that's good to know. Let's toss those. I mean, we're making a fortune in this place. If we could just get to that one rare item, I think I'll be happy with leaving and then coming back. We'll just come right back in. Heading to the top left. I mean, if you want, you can really, like, milk this place for value. Man. The torch, when we burned this last time, we got a ton of loot from this. It's kind of sad that we have no way to interact with it now. But if we leave it there, we can always interact with it when we come back. And his bloodlust is gone. Not much further. It's either this room or the next. Alright, glad I brought keys. I couldn't remember whether or not they were in, like, those satchels that don't require anything to open, or if they were in chests. So I brought an extra couple keys just in case. But this is a tough fight. Stuns are our friends here. And we'll deal with his stress in a minute. But let's look to really reduce the threat of what we're facing. And we almost got a one-shot, one-kill. Let's just take him out. These are by far the more dangerous foes. We could have probably stunned the Chevalier and prevented this attack. Minus 40 dodge. Interesting. Yeah, missing that felt pretty bad. Last thing you want is for these little buggers to start guarding. Don't quite have that kill. I think we do now, though. Nice. So maybe we can stun lock this one a bit.
Great is the weapon that cuts on its own.
And try and take care of our HP and stress. We have uppercut, but unfortunately it only hits the first 2 rows. Perfect.
The ground quakes.
Alright, and that'll give us an extra turn to deal with this stuff. They're very slow. They only have 1 speed. Definitely their biggest weakness.
And improvement.
And we even land 1 more stun. Jeez. Yeah, we're not... I mean, we could have, like, pulled him closer or something.
As victories mount, so too will resistance.
Well, guys, I think we know what we're doing. We're going to pick up these portraits, we're going to toss the gold, and we're going to leave after this. We open this up. I'm pretty sure it's a guaranteed item. It's
Finding
not.
the stuff is only the first test.
Wow.
Now it must be carried home.
Okay, well, I thought for sure it was like a guaranteed unique item, but I guess not. I know there are places like that, but I thought this was one of them. But anyway, look at our packs. This is about as perfect of a pack as you can get full of stuff. And we're just going to leave. We can come right back, too.
Ignorance of your enemy and of yourself will invariably lead to defeat.
Excellent. Tons of crests. You don't get any experience? But doesn't really matter. I don't want experience. If everyone got experience, they would...
In time, you will know the tragic extent of my failings.
I was gonna say, if everyone got experience, we would have a bunch of high-level characters who couldn't go in. So, a thief in the night. In the end, however, the damnable thing managed to get away with its prize. The hamlet's coffers all the poorer for having hosted the unwanted guest. The Shrieker has stolen 8 of your trinkets, and because we don't keep a lot of garbage trinkets, he probably stole some good stuff. In fact, I'm sure he did, because I'm already seeing some of the things that I'm missing. So, she was someone that we rescued. What kind of low-level characters do we have? Because maybe we pick her up over someone else. Yeah. Everyone else is a higher level. I like to use these guys just because they're... You know, it feels cool to use someone that you saved. But I don't think we can. She's our only arbalist, so I don't want to get rid of her. Dang it. Anyway. Let's unequip all trinkets. Our goals have definitely changed now. We need to go and kill that stupid bird. And that bird wrecked us last time. So let's be cautious. We don't have to kill him. We just have to destroy its nest and survive. I mean, we could bring a super strong team. Last time we didn't bring any healers. We tried to straight up just DPS it down. But we also got wrecked. If I remember right, like, the game screwed us. It has armor piercing. Let's get rid of flashing daggers and take this. The game screwed us. I think it shuffled our party at the beginning. It's hard to remember now. But that pretty crazily messed us up. I mean, this is a pretty strong DPS party. She can use thrown daggers, which gives her accuracy. It's pretty important to me in this fight. She also has lunge if we get shuffled. I'm basically thinking about whether or not I want Triari, or if I would prefer someone like our shield breaker. I think I like this better. Have someone just a little bit more durable in the front line. What all did it steal? Could have sworn. Did I not unequip all trinkets? Okay. That's weird. So I was just thinking, actually, no. What I was thinking was wrong. Oh, I didn't see the ancestral candle. That's my bad. So let's get this spear tip on. Let's get our healing rate. It's fine. Increase damage in position 4. That's what we want. And then increase her accuracy. I think that's pretty important. What do we want on her? What do we want on him? It looks like it stole mostly our low-level stuff, which is interesting. We can increase his accuracy and his dodge. And give her the ancestral candle. Now, Wolf's Tassel is really good in this fight. That's worth considering. As long as we mark. Do we have any bonus versus mark? I don't think so. Actually, we do. Captivate. Huh. But we don't have... We don't have this. It might still be worth doing. And that does bonus damage versus marked. So we're kind of inadvertently a great marked party. The Occultist is also very good in this fight as well, but I like having the AoE healing. The Occultist is definitely worth considering because it does have the bonus versus Eldritch, and it has a debuff. We can make it... We can lower its protection and damage. Or we can mark the target and lower its dodge and give us a much better chance of hitting it. You know what? I'm going to go back here. Let's organize this a little bit. Give ourselves the Adder's Fang, the Hand of Light, and True Shot. I'll take it. And here we're upgraded. So what we want is Captivate. Seems real strong. So at this tier has good accuracy. It only lowers your damage by 25%, but if the target's marked, it increases it by 60%, and it has a huge Blight chance. And I think Blight, I could just be misremembering, and I hope I'm not. I think Blight is effective versus that dude. And by that dude, I mean the Raven. We got to get rid of some negative stuff here. Like, Brett had some really bad ones, but if we put Brett in here, we can't put anyone else in. Perfectionist has got to go. That's one of the worst ones in the game. Yeah, let's just get rid of both of them while we can. Anything else we want to do? We picked up a ton of deeds in that last run. We could probably upgrade our armor smith now with just a few tweaks. And I think that's worth doing. Let's give ourselves the best chance possible of killing this dude. How many deeds do we get for 14 busts? Not a lot. 8. Alright, I'll do it. Armor smithing is done.
Sword, a stronger shield. Anything to prolong a soldier's life.
So happy that we're maxed out on that now. Now we could come over to the stagecoach, see what we need for experienced recruits, and probably get it as well. Is that all we needed? No, we needed 18 and then 24. Okay. Do that. Do that. And these are huge upgrades we're getting. So now we have a chance of getting level 4 stagecoach recruits, which is great. And once we max this out, which we will in time now that we don't need deeds as much, we'll get a ton of applicants, and a lot of them will be level 4s if we start losing people. So that's great for us. And then for this run, we'll be able to go in here, and we'll finally be able to bring in, you know, true champion level people. So the champion's regalia, Yeah, and just for her, I mean, this is 5 dodge and 5 HP. 5 dodge, 5 HP. 5 dodge and 4 HP. And the uncatchable, yeah, same thing. So that should definitely, you know, increase our odds of surviving this encounter. I like it. Everyone's equipped. Everyone's got the right items. Let's go. Yep. Food, not necessary. Let's take a couple of those. Take a couple of those. I think it causes horror. Let's take a few laudanum. Last time I did this fight also, I made a lot of mistakes. I don't think Torchlight does anything. We'll bring one just in case. I really don't think it does anything. But I didn't use items when I should have. I made so many mistakes. So I'm just going to calm myself for a second. Take a deep breath. And let's really get into this fight and try and do it correctly. I think this is going to be the big boy version of this fight. We'll see how much HP it has, what its stats are. Okay. Let's start bursting down the nest. It's a pretty heavy hit. Let's pop that. We can duelist advance to give ourselves riposte. Nice.
The blood quickens.
Alright, excellent double dodge. Heal there. As I said, I need to use this. I'm already kind of messing up a little bit. We're gonna mark the nest. Let's get rid of the bleed. Let's use the holy water. And I totally forgot. See, I knew I was going to do that. I upgraded that skill and then I forgot to equip it. This thing is resistant to blight, so it wouldn't help us here, but if we were trying to take out the Shrieker, that would definitely be the play. And the Shrieker actually, no, now that I see this, it's super resistant to blight. It's bleed that works well on the Shrieker, so kind of disregard some of the incorrect information I was giving you guys. I'm actually a little bit happy now that I didn't switch it out. And that's what happens when you don't really follow a guide. You know, I'm learning myself a little bit as I go because it's been so long. And a 48 damage crit, that's exactly what we need to finish off the nest. Unfortunate dodge on the riposte. Alright, no bleed for us. Let's do that bonus damage versus Mark.
Does not dissuade the
and down goes the nest. We still have a chance to kill this thing if we can mark it and get some big crits. $18 damage, very nice. And we have very good dodges. I'm happy about. This thing is not immune to stun, but it attacks so many times that stunning it is kind of pointless. See if we can get some value from this. And lowering its dodge by a lot also very good. No. Well, we were counting on that to hit for a huge number. I think that was our best chance to kill this thing. If indeed we were trying to. 55. Now it's just kind of waiting to run away. I don't think we're going to heal here. I think we try and kill it. If we could have stunned it, that would have been awesome. No, and it runs away.
Such a terrible assault.
Yeah, we were very close to killing both. She becomes hopeless. I'm not the huntress I thought myself to be. And we get
seize this momentum.
5 of those and all of our items back.
And
I mean, that's nice, but look what it took. It took a bunch of stuff. It even took the Mildred's locket. Nice. So, of course, we had a lot of items we didn't need, but it's okay. Not perfectly played, but the fact that we even had a chance to kill it was pretty cool. We don't like scientific. We want to get rid of that. And Corvid's curiosity needs to get gone as well. We have some tetanus shots to dole out.
Finally, the serum is working. And the side effects are manageable.
So medical breakthrough. The time and gold were not spent in vain. However, as today's caregivers announced, they have succeeded in concocting an effective antidote. The medical ward is free. I'll take it, because we do have multiple diseases that we need to get rid of. So that's nice. We'll probably save a few thousand. It's not a huge deal, but we spent a lot recently. Tetanus has to go. Get rid of clumsy. We can lock in Twilight Dreamer. Get rid of Corvid's curiosity. That's really bad. And keep on guard, maybe. We don't actually have to lock any of these in. They're not that good. And call that good. So that was a nice, easy way to have a week pass. And we can get rid of Xena. We'll just change the name. Let's dismiss.
Slumped shoulders, wild eyes, and a stumbling gait. This one is no more good to us.
We'll change it up. Gotta have a Xena. I used to watch that show when I was a kid. I realize looking back now how inappropriate that show was for a kid to watch. There was a lot of stuff in there. A lot of eye-opening stuff. Okay, so clumsy is bad. Winded, I mean, is not good, but as far as bad things go, it's not that bad. But clumsy is something I would love to get rid of. But yeah, nice upgrade for us. And we're in great shape, guys. I think that's going to be maybe it for today's episode. I would love to go back into here, but I think if we do that, it's going to be like another 30 minutes. And I run the risk of us having, you know, or myself having a really difficult time in uploading the video to YouTube. I'm trying to keep my videos very close to an hour. And an hour and a half just seems to be kind of like that cutoff point where sometimes it has issues and sometimes it doesn't. But anyway, that was super fun. Let's unequip all these trinkets. Get everything sorted for our next go-round. We can take a second here real quick. That way we don't have to do it on camera tomorrow. Let's just organize another group. Put Brett back in. Bring our healer back in. Bring in Xena. And yeah, bring back in Mad Hatter. It's a nice group. Very nice group. Anything that we want to sell. You know what? I was looking at these and I was thinking we have so many good items now that even though those are awesome in the courtyard, I still don't want to bring them considering how much other better stuff we have. So I found myself not even using them, which is interesting. We've managed to acquire so many Ancestors trinkets so quickly. Alright, and now that we have this, we can upgrade Brett's chains to inhuman bondage, making him incredibly tough for the upcoming battle. And let's look at our skills, because, oh wait, incorrect. Let's look at our skills and make sure that we have everything unlocked that we want to. Yeah. Unlock everything. Alright, and with that, we're pretty much good. I don't really have to pay for this type of relief. Daryl would be the only one I would do that with because she's afflicted by hopeless. But Stefan, unless he has antsy or something, there's no real reason to commit him. Because we do have the district building puppet theater. So puppet theater plus our natural, stress degen should take care of that in a few weeks. So really easy. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. We did some things. We did not fail versus the Raven. Perhaps not our best attempt, but we almost killed him. We took out the nest and we almost killed him. We could have just killed him, I think. And maybe that's what I should have done. Maybe I should have just focused him super hard. But that last time we fought him had me kind of shaken, I guess, and kind of doubting myself. But looking back, we could have just easily nuked him. And I wish I had had that confidence because I would have gone for it again. But that's it, guys. Once again, my name is Brett. My channel is Goodtalk Gaming. I hope you enjoyed today's video. And as always, y'all, I will see you in the next one. Y'all, take care.